So good evening, everyone. I'm Gail McKinnon, the Senior Executive Vice President for Global Policy and Government Affairs at the Motion Picture Association. And I'm delighted to welcome everyone to tonight's screening. And it's so great to see such a full house. I understand there are people waiting to get in. First, I want to thank A24 for making this night screening possible. They have been wonderful partners to us at MPA, and we're thrilled that they gave us this forum tonight. I'm also delighted to welcome two exceptionally talented filmmakers, Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza, who work together to write and direct Warfare. In a minute, I'll invite Alex and Ray to the stage to say a few words about their great film. And be sure to stick around after the film when they'll sit down with John Simpkins from the Military Times and the Defense News to talk in depth about the making of this movie. But first, on behalf of the MPA, I want to say how proud we are to share this immersive experience, which I'm telling you, I was told that the volume needed to be way up so you felt like you were in the moment. Especially it's 3 weeks before the film premieres nationwide, so it's really great that you all are seeing it then. As you're about to see, Warfare tells the gripping story and very real life account of a Navy SEAL mission in an insurgent territory of Iraq almost 20 years ago. But the film has an even larger messages for audiences today, even to those of us who've never seen combat and struggle to really understand the experiences of those who have. Mendoza, himself a combat veteran of the Iraq War, has dedicated this film to Elliot Miller, a Navy SEAL whose daring evacuation from the Ramadi apartment forms the heart of this film. But as he explained, the film also pays tribute to all veterans and the struggles they face trying to communicate back home about the combat atrocities they've endured. After watching Warfare, all of us can appreciate what happens when we send young men and women overseas to theaters of war, and why war should always be the last resort. At least that's Mendoza's hope. He said he made this film as a stern reminder to our country's leaders that there are people who are answer the call to duty and others that don't, so that others don't have to, and it's usually the youth of America. On behalf of the Motion Picture Association, we are so very, very grateful to those who have served and will serve in the future for all they endure to protect the freedoms we all enjoy in our daily lives. We are also grateful to the communities who support our veterans and the quiet sacrifices that they continue to make. And now, please allow me to welcome Alex and Reich to the stage to tell us more about how they work together to create this important film.
Hello everyone, and thank you very much for being here and coming to watch this film. I don't normally do the introduction, that's Ray, but I gave Ray a cough, and the cough turned into a sore throat. Now he has to protect his voice so he can do the Q&A afterwards, so now it falls on me. I'm also going to introduce Brian, or Shipwreck, who was also one of the guys who worked on this film and was really key part of the process. So yeah, we're going to do a Q&A afterwards, and in general with films, my policy is to really say as little as possible, because going in cold and just watching the thing and experiencing it, I think is probably usually the best way. So I will close up, but I'll say one thing just because I've heard Ray say it, which is that Ray's motivation for making this film was to provide a memory for one of the soldiers who does not have a memory. This guy called Elliot, he's played by Cosmo Jarvis in this film, and because I've heard Ray say that, I'm repeating it now. and we'll be happy to talk with John afterwards and also answer your questions